Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee, Florida. Is there really anything better than immersing yourself in football all afternoon on a Saturday? And we continue with this one. It's the Georgia Bulldogs and the Florida State Seminoles. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Hey, guys. Georgia's head coach told me pregame, this is a concerning crowd. You know, every time we're here, it's one of the best atmospheres in all of college football. The coach said they will have to communicate at a high level. They have worked with crowd noise all week at practice. We'll see if it pays off here today. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Quarterback signaling to his guys. They'll give it to the transfer, first carry of the season. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Guys, let's look big picture at Florida State. We mentioned the number of players they lost, but you can only focus on the guys who are wearing your uniform. Can't worry about those who left, have to worry about those you have. But any concerns that you guys have about making moves like this?
I think excitement more than concerns, honestly. They got some key guys that had success in other programs, and I think the fans today, David, are interested to see how these guys play today.
Well, and how they come together, because you've seen these players in other spots, but now a new system, new coaches. How do you gel? How do you start your career off?
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
The Noles come to the line needing just inches for the first down. On third down, here's Watson. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense. You're putting it on your offensive line on third down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
The Seminoles will snap it on 1st and 10. Mack. Got it in the middle. It's James. He's down right there. Short gain on the grab.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass, it's Mack. Rush is on, and they got it.
And all defenses talk about it. Sacks, tackles for a loss, affecting the quarterback the best way you can. The first drive of the game, already getting home. Nice start for this defense.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Throwing, Mack. Shoots it to the left. It's complete. And he's not going to get the first down. Good stop there.
And that's a big throw. That's a big-time throw on 3rd and really long, making a play, not putting the ball in harm's way. But I love what the defense did, man. They
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Mack to throw for it on 4th. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Open space at the 25. Touchdown, Florida State. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that. And the PAT makes it 7-0.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Got the first down. He stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
And, David, we know when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. You gash the defense with a run like that to pick up a big first down, that'll do it. And that's really a tone setter, I think, for this offense. And you're sending a direct message to the opponent. We are going to be physical, and we're going to try to run this thing down your throat.
Yeah, and they got a chance to respond, and the crowd hopefully can get behind them and get back in it. The defense has got to do a better job. We got to stop the run. They got to tackle, get more hats to the football. This will be a challenge. They're going to run the football. They better be man enough to stop it. Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Play fake, Lewis. Moving to his left. Trying to make magic with his feet. He was able to squirt free and pick up just a few on that one.
You see offenses doing this a lot now. When you got a scrambling quarterback, get him outside the pocket, run a bootleg to the left, or he has the option. What can he do? Pick him up, put him down, and go get some yardage, or he can throw it down the field to try to make an even bigger play.
Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. On the gun on 3rd down, Lewis. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
And that is just about a perfect punt as he pins them deep inside the 10-yard line. Let's see what they can get going on this drive as they snap it from the 7. Austin Mack. Out wide left, it's James. Makes the grab, it down immediately. He picks up a few.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Hauls it in. Excellent job rallying to the ball, and they knock him down. Chance to build a little momentum here by converting this 3rd down from deep in your own territory. Back to throw, it's Mack. Left side, it's James. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the 2nd drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Mack. Got it in the middle. It's Watson. Gain of 8. It's now 3rd and 2.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Fires immediately. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Throwing, Mack. Fires to the wideout. Can hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. Again, it's Mack. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. I don't think when the quarterback called out the Mike backer that he knew that the Mike backer was going to come calling on him quite so quickly.
Nah, it was good timing, right? Like, you don't want to show it too soon where the offensive lineman call it out and pick you up. You could tell, did a good job buying a little bit of time, and then on the snap, boom, shot out of a cannon, right to the quarterback, gets the sack.
Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. They take over down 7-0 and trying to get even on this drive. On the play action. Fires on the move. He's open on the right.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Hands it off. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on 1st down.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Tight end now in motion. Here's a give to Frazier. Shows him the stiff arm. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
delivered the business end of his stiff arm to that defender on the way.
3rd and inches, everybody knows what's coming, but it's so dang hard to stop it. And you better get penetration with that defensive line. They didn't do a good enough job. Running back falls forward and does his job.
And the Dogs are flying down the field. Handoff for Frazier. Discards him with the stiff arm. Explosive run into the red zone. He's out of bounds at the 16.
1st down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
And the Bulldogs will have it 1st and 10. Throwing, Lewis. Had to force that one.
Oh, you just feel kind of like that's a little bit of a missed opportunity. He had him open, and he just overshot it a little bit. Man, those sting.
On 2nd down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Frazier. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
And this is a big 3rd down coming up, man. This team's trailing, haven't had a great 1st half, but this offense has a chance to cut into the lead or tie this football game. Big 3rd down coming up.
Down to 2 minutes to play in the half. The referee signal for the 2-minute timeout. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. Here's Lewis. Oh, pressure's coming. And as he throws, right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Splits the uprights. Good. That'll bring him to within 4. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will... the 25-yard line. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Quarterback changing the play. Austin Mack dumps it off in the flats. 7-yard pickup on that one. It's now 2nd and 3.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
They give it to the freshman, his first carry. Oh, what a cut! He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the 1st down. They'll mark it right at midfield. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Back to pass. It's Mack. Caught. Really nice pick up on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
This offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Mack. On the move. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Caught. 7-yard pickup on that one. 3rd down and 3 coming. Now we get a timeout taken by the Seminoles. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Coming to the line, looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 29. Throwing, Mack. Unloads to the wideout. Working on the right. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Again, it's Mack. Snags it. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Austin Mack going for 6. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
And that's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
He slides that just inside the right upright. The lead now 7 here in the 3rd quarter. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We begin with the UConn Huskies taking on the number 25 team, the Temple Owls.
He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there.
And it's Connecticut coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week, pushing them to 1-0 on the short season. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside, Mack.
Tells the run, wants to pass. He's looking deep. Wide open, he makes the catch. Turns it on down the left side. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Georgia.
And, man, that is exactly what you wanted to see from this offense to start the 3rd quarter. Like, the passing game, it just wasn't in sync. It wasn't where it needs to be. You dug yourself a little bit of hole, Palmer, but coming out like this, throwing, trusting your quarterback, putting a drive together, that's got to be a good sign.
And this is where the coaching staff really makes their money. When you can go in at halftime and switch things up and make the changes you need to make, to your game plan to find that rhythm and get it established. That is such a great way, you're right, to start this thing. And now for this offense, it's about keeping it going and trying to stay one step ahead of the defense.
The Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. Now they'll try to answer that score with one of their own and regain the lead here in the third. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
Mack throws to the wideout. Good coverage to knock that pass away.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
Third and long right here. To the air, it's Mack. Looking down the middle. He's got it. Breaks free, and he might be gone. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Snap on first down, wants to throw. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense, or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
Again, it's Mack. Out wide left, it's Watson. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. Third down coming here, and they need to get it out to the 44. Changing the routes with his receivers. From the gun on third down, it's Mack. He makes a catch. Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Still looking to his right. Out wide right, it's Lopez. Touchdown, Florida State. And that one will give him the lead.
This receiver is dangerous because of what he can do after the catch. Once he has the football, he is so good at making defenders miss. You saw it on that play. The AT unit on the field.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they finish the deal with a 26-yard touchdown pass. On the run from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They'll go to work trailing 17-10 and hoping to put together a productive drive. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. With that penalty, the offense is backed up on second down. from the gun, looking for a man. Got his man on the right. You better be aware that stiff arm's coming. He gave him the business end of it and gets it out to the 14.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on third down at the dome. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. Fourth down, baby.
Trying to get started. He's got great speed. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, you know, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Throwing, Matt. Under pressure. Finds his man. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. You know, people like to make fun of quarterbacks, call them soft. They're nuts. He knew he was going to get drilled and still deliver the ball.
And I love the fact that he knew where his answer was against that blitz. He saw man coverage on the back end of that and immediately knew where he had to go with the ball.
3rd and long coming up. He's changing the play. Back from the gun on 3rd down. Bought a little time, lets it go. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
And the Noles will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Not a lot of room to make this catch. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on 1st down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
This is going to be tough sledding for this quarterback now. You're trailing, you're in the 2nd half. Defense knows you've got to throw it. You're going to have to sit in the pocket under duress and start making throws in tight windows. It's not an easy situation by any stretch, but big-time players make big plays in big games.
Long way to go on 2nd down. The play fake. Look out! He gets away. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Turns into the pile. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. The give, running right, it's Frazier. Pickup of 8, it's now 2nd and 2.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. On the ground, it's Phillips. They make the tackle, but he's got enough to give Georgia a first down. These guys have staggered around a little bit in this one. It would be a really good time to get things going if they want to hold off the upset bid.
But they're the favorite for a reason, Reese, and they've got the playmakers on the field. They're only one play away from completely changing the momentum in this game. So the underdog, David, they've got to keep playing at a high level.
And they're the underdogs for a reason. So they've got to have some things go their way. They got to catch some breaks. And all they want to do, continue to fight, continue to hang around as long as possible and stay within a play or stay within some kind of big game-changing momentum play.
Nice run to pick up his way for good yardage there. We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. One final period to play, and we'll see who can grab that W as we start the 4th. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Left side is Coleman Williams. There he goes. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
You know, there used to be a time in college football where tight ends were just possession receivers. You'd throw it to them and they'd go down right away. Not this guy. That was a short throw. And then he shows you the athleticism once he has the ball in his hands. That's why he is such a tough matchup for any defense. Man, he's a problem.
First down here as we dive into the college football season. A week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. Sells to run, looking to pass. Lets it fly. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
2nd and long here. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Finds his big tight end. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
I know he's got the height and the weight of a tight end, but, man, the way he runs routes and how good he is with the ball in his hands, it just reminds you of a wide receiver. He's so athletic. This is a guy that has a basketball background in high school, and you see it pan out. Every time he has the football, he just looks like the best athlete on the field. For a big guy, very, very unique.
Run in the red zone, it's Frazier. Got a little grass. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Frazier again. Touchdown Bulldogs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 4th. They marched 79 yards on the drive, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Tie game, 4th quarter, plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this one. Here comes the heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And I like where the quarterback got, because I think he needed to check the football down, but the pressure got there a little bit too fast, and he just didn't have enough time to get it to his running back and maybe put a positive spin on this play instead of an incompletion.
Austin Mack throws to the tight end. Got his man on the right. They pull him down, but he's got enough. It'll be a 1st down for this offense.
I don't know who on defense is going to cover this guy. Honestly, he could be a problem for this defense over the middle of the field in the passing game.
The Seminoles come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Here's a give to Watson. It's a fumble on the play. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
Well, this is the point of the game in the 4th quarter where turnovers matter so much. The defense knows if they can just find a way to steal a possession, they're giving themselves an opportunity to win it, and they do it right there. Physical play, you see the speed, and they're able to create the TO.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. And that fumble recovery has set them up 1st and 10, all tied up here in the 4th. Got the quick completion. Just a quick rhythm throw there, and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything, get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Rush right in his face. They make the tackle at the 33, but he's ripped off 15 yards and picked up a 1st down. Bunch formation for these receivers. Here's a give to Frazier. Knocked down at the 29 after a pickup of 4. After the productive 1st down play at 2nd and 6. Frazier again. Got enough for the 1st down. He stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
I love the play call running the football here in the fourth quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
The Dogs getting set on 1st and 10. They'll give to Frazier. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. The defense quickly calls a timeout, trying to save as much clock as possible. $1:57 left.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
They don't need a bunch on 2nd down. Handoff for Frazier. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. Eager to get the football back with as much time remaining as possible. The defense uses a timeout. 1:53 showing on the clock. From the gun, wants to pass. Out wide left, it's Frazier. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. Florida State calls its 3rd and final timeout. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. Going for it on 4th down late in a tie game. This is a huge play. A little bit of uncertainty there. Play clock down to 4, and they'll call a timeout. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. A tie game here late, and they do not want to give up this football. They'll go for it on 4th down. He's not going to get there. The defense was sure tackling to stop him a few yards short.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play.
First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. They're all over it. Just got rid of that one.
And I'm going to be really curious to watch this offense and see how much faith and trust they have in themselves and the weather, right? Like, it's passing situation. It's a 2-minute situation. You practice spreading this ball all over the field. Can you do that? Because this is not ideal weather, and you can't make a mistake here.
Mack buys time to his left. He's going to take off. He works his way up to the 20-yard line and goes out of bounds there.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. From the gun on third down, it's Mack. Makes the catch on the left.
You know, there's a lot of communication when it comes to defenses. Like, you have to talk. You have to understand, if somebody does this, I have to do this. I have to pass off wide receivers. Apparently, the communication was busted.
That last big play has them in business. Just outside the red zone, it's 1st and 10. A handoff for Watson. Stopped right there. Timeout on the field, and that's the second call by Georgia. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. Not much time left, but the offense has a shot to end this one in regulation. Throwing Mack. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
And this is a tough spot now to be in for this offense because it's 3rd and long. The defense knows you have to pass the football, so they're going to be playing conservative. So what's your play you can dial up? Maybe get half of this back. Like, I know the clock is ticking, but I got to make sure that I maybe cut this down and make it a more manageable 4th down if I don't complete this 3rd and long.
Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. Looking downfield, it's Mack. Stepping to the right. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And he got it! And they surge on top here in the final minute.
That's a big-time kick. Had to have it. Nice job taking the lead. Nice execution. Now, defensively, you know exactly what you're getting in for. One more stop, and this one's over.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Snap, lost a throw to start this drive. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Fires it into a crowd, and it's picked off. Defense ends this game in style, coming up with a turnover, and now they can just kneel it out.
I just love the aggressive nature of this defense and understanding, hey, David, we need one play, and this game is over. One takeaway finishes it, and they get it with the pick.
Yeah, and you do these situations all the time, right? You got the lead, the passing situations, you're playing the pass, and they play it beautifully, man. Drop back, great vision, break on the football, and they said, forget this, I'm into this game right now.
It's really the most common type of upset we see